Give me a minute. This time I got juice so for me to keep going. Also, sorry if I'm starting my stream late. But yeah. And then now it's just the links for Discord. I don't have Discord. I do not. Okay, so this one's going to be then I would like. Alright. I am ready. Let me do one more thing. Make sure that this isn't in my way. Alright. I think that should cover everything. Hello my little marshmallows and welcome back to Danganronpa. I am sorry for that whole little delay. I was posting links and being dumb. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I actually surprisingly made it like 7 minutes. It took like 6 minutes. I was just delaying, making sure that everything was not broken. But yeah. Anyway. It's now the ultimate climax of Chapter 5, the class trial that we've been waiting for. Yeah. Danganronpa is this way. Right? That's where I gotta go. Yeah, it's the last quest trial. Okay. We actually have to go to the trial now. We actually have to go to Monokuma Rock. I forgot for like a split second.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You're making me depressed.
Stupid fool!
So, is it going to happen again? The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That's right. That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
Damn it. We've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Can't you believe it? That guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial.
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what. Even if I have to pull out all the stops. You. What the fuck are you? Why are you here? You haven't realized yet? The feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like this is Monokuma's trapped, you know?
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will let things... Got it? There's no things Monokuma will let things in here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us!
I'll beat you up!
Damn right, stupid rabbit, you just shut up. Everyone must run away from despair. Huh? I finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishments not... Cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone, you can be proud of yourself. So, I will fight.
Huh?
Huh? What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-helping book.
Wait.
Wait, but her eyes look so determined.
You.
But what can you tell just by looking at those eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off me tomorrow. It'd be annoying if you started talking during class trial. Aw, fine.
But still...
But somehow I understand what Monomi is saying, I think. Anyway, let's go to the last class trial.
Yep.
You're right. Let's go to the last class trial. You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. I have to get back into the rhythm of doing voices. But in the end, I kept saying those words myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
Yeah.
That's right. This will be the last time. For this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's not worry about things after we finish.
you are right.
Sure. More importantly, we must focus on the last class trial.
Damn it.
Damn it. The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survived needed to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened, the bright light greeting us. This is the light of hope, or the light of despair.
Well now.
Now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up.
Enough! Just fucking start this already!
Hey!
Hey! This is right. This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm. Make sure you give it your all.
All right!
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then,
then, let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
This is the last trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. Is it a 5th trial? According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagato Maeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said that he would even help despair just prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. This way of thinking was completely screwed up, but there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end it without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. Damn, that is... This entire town is just riddled with victims. And one killer. Yeah. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Alright, time to set some skills. Alright. So Silver Spoon, what does it do? Reduces damage to the influence gauge when you miss. Effective during class trial. Okay. That actually helps out. What was my difficulty? Let me just save before I mess something up. Oh wow. One kind. So that's in a sense like normal mode. Okay.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Chesto!
Monomi.
One more time! Jeez! How about this one? This will be my final blow!
Monomi!
It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monomi. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid! There's no way in hell I'm the traitor!
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito. Is he here, right? Are they the same person, or... Okay. I like having my bullet.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up! I'm telling you, they were torturing him!
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito!
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place! If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first!
That was Fuyuhiko!
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No. Were the wounds on Nagito's what really caused the torturing in the first place?
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up! I'm telling you, they were torturing him!
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito!
So that's why he was. What were they trying to find out by Definitely the bomb's hiding place! If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first!
That was Fuyuhiko!
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Okay. Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? Because Nagito did say that if the traitor showed up, I will tell you where the bomb is and how to deactivate it. That's what Nagito said, specifically. Yeah. Well, he said something like on the line. So if he said, trailer show up and I will just tell you where the bombs are. If you don't, then you gotta find them. So the killer wouldn't, the killer, or if the killer is a traitor, they wouldn't need to torture Nagito, because Nagito would be like, alright, here you go. Go deactivate bombs.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut. I'm telling you, they were.
The reason Nagito's body.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito!
No, that's wrong! But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
Because we even said that, that his duct tape was put in a way that almost seemed like he was trying to, that the killer was torturing him as well. That's why I picked that bullet. And they were trying to stab him to make him, so he couldn't even scream for help. It was weird.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared! Ah, I just realized it! It's a trap!
trap?
Stupid Hajime! You got caught in that trap!
Stupid. Rebuttal showdown. I'm gonna stick to this tape. Why else would you need the tape Nagito if you're just gonna torture him?
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap! They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information. Then, after they killed him...
Damn it!
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap! They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Allow me to cut through those words!
He didn't get killed.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
Okay. Maybe you're right.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup and lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
That is specific. Some kind of setup was used to start the lighter, so what could it be? Right! The panels!
The direct cause of the fire was
The panels
the
we
oil
discovered
lighter
were
found at the crime scene,
purposefully
right?
placed there.
The killer used some kind of setup and lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that, it can stand upright while the flame.
If they tipped over the lighter, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
No. The room caught fire on the door. Could have been.
Crap!
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
Where are my panels?
The killer used some kind of setup
No.
and lit the curtain on fire with the...
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil?
They probably just, based on the shape, it can stand up.
If they tipped over, it could have ignited...
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible.
There should have been a way to...
Or perhaps
Opening the door caused.
I agree with that. I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
No,
What?
not
No.
wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels.
Yeah, because they were stacked up in a way.
A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
in place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Oil eye was used. What was the MP3 player for? Maybe to like, for us to focus on the music rather than like the domino effect, in a sense. Oh, wow, we do not have a lot. Because naturally, if your ears hear something, it'll immediately get your attention before your eyes. So I guess this is the one?
I see!
You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
No, I'm just like right now fixing my OBS. Okay. With the darkness and a loud human blare throughout the warehouse at full volume. Hey, don't you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap? No, I'm talking about the music. And as if on cue, it immediately started.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine. I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those two words, Akane brushed off everyone's warning and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Cut. Huh? It's not opening. Is something blocking the door? Something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to the opening it slowly? Akane ignored her protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
So we could.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If the door was the only entrance to the warehouse, I see. So the problem Shiaki is talking about is we couldn't have taken any of the marks. We couldn't see what was inside. They couldn't have hidden. They could have hidden inside. The killer couldn't have left. That's the only entrance, and the killer couldn't leave.
I see!
But why would that be a problem?
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
No.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Yeah, if everyone was already outside.
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder.
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Because if no one can set it up and everyone's already outside.
This is my answer! What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim, And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
What?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
If our assumptions are Nagito committed suicide is correct, then Nagito should have tied himself too. That's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
This is bothering me.
No, that's wrong!
'Cause remember, maybe it'll explain the burnt rope. Why we
Hold on a
found.
sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
The proof that he burnt the rope on Nagito's arm is the trap. The lighter, his sleeve, the duct tape. Because if the rope was burnt, then his sleeve would have been burnt as well, right? Because the knife in his hand doesn't explain anything. The lighter, we know it started. The duct tape doesn't explain anything. So
I see!
It'll be his sleeve.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
What?
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back. What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it!
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
A way to stab yourself in the right hand using only your right hand. It's okay. There's definitely an answer to this.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
He's just
Maybe
lucky.
he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
If Nagito could only use his right hand to stab himself in the palm, how did he do it?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily.
We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
Wait, this makes no sense. But the propping does bring something up. But what can you prop it up with? But we could use it with Monokuma plushie, but I think it's soft. But what if he did use a Monokuma plushie? Like he just made
Even if Nagito's right hand was free,
Let's see. You can't prop it up with
how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
You can't prop it up with the oil
If he
lighter
threw the
or
knife into the
candles
air-
are being used.
And let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Blood in the what?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Maybe it is the Monokuma plushie.
I agree with that.
Okay, it is the Monokuma plushie.
The life-sized Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
That sounds very wrong.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out!
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear.
Kazuchi pervert.
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
Other than Nagito, because Nagito is known
I also agree with that.
to be made for the impossible.
To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monomi sassing me!
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far, so this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Do you want to say that?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
What if he positioned
I
it?
did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone, working together.
She's right. We made it through several ordeals up until now by doing that. And even now.
All right, let's do this.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail. I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
If his arms and legs are tied up, there's no point he uses some of his body parts. The only thing he could have used is...
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
Did someone say Nagito?
Let's work together and think this through.
Everyone
When the
is
spear
saying
stabbed
Nagito.
Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail. I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
The blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Okay, what is this? What is this? Okay, if his left hand is already bound, but how did I explain the blood on it? Because we don't know how it was. He got stabbed in his hand, and there you go. That's how he got blood on his hand, from his right hand. But the left hand should not.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
Actually,
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was...
He was only able to, but his left hand was, then that rules
out his left hand.
If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his... Or maybe he used his... I know guys have tail...
The blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
I like it how you arrive to like Nagito. It's like that's their.
How did Nagito stab him? Let's work together. When the spear stabbed his right hand was...
He was only
That's
able
the
to, but his
calling
left hand was, then that rules out
His left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
I keep missing that bullet.
He used his teeth?
Or maybe he used his... I know guys have tail...
The blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think that when the spear stabbed his right hand was...
He was only able to move, but his left hand was also...
Then that rules out his left
No,
hand.
it does not. Because there was blood on it.
No, that's wrong! Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
No, that's not how blood
That
works.
settles the description of that blood stain. But it's not the only unnatural blood stain.
Because when blood splatters,
There's
it goes
blood on the back of
everywhere.
his hand. Around the middle joints of his fingers.
Unless you're covering it.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural blood stain, but what's wrong with that?
It's unnatural. That's what's
We
wrong with
might
it.
need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Nagito. Let's see. Not hiding, because you'll hide the entire blood. It was not. If it's open, all the blood would go back in. The back hand of the blood was posed. No, the back hand had nothing. So if it was gripping, then everything would get covered.
I see!
Gripping.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Because even if you're gripping something, you can still.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Now that you mention it,
I did not know
compared
Akane
to
was
the
this
rest of his
perverted.
body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right. That's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle, just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
The blade, that wouldn't work. The handle, there was some blood on it, but not a lot of it. The shaft. It's a shaft. If there was any blood on it, if there was blood on your hand, it would have gotten on the shaft. The cord, however, had blood in weird spots. So wherever the blood was, besides the blade, that's where he was gripping.
I see! That's it! Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too.
Like I said, wherever the blood was,
Plus,
other than
the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Blade, you have to.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
Yes. I think that's exactly what he did.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab the spear? How would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time? What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if Nagito stabbed himself like this, it would be in an angle. But it was stabbed straight up at a perfect 90 degree. So that means he had to rig it in some way. Let's say this here. I put those together and think about it. I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was and what it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Question 1. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? Just before, not like way before. So just before Nagito, it would have been not under. No. The cord is in Nagito's left hand, but the spear would be above him. Give me a second. No one click that link. No one click that link. What is that? Thought I could make it. Question 2. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? The ceiling girder. Question 3. What item connected both the spear and the ceiling girder? That would be the spear's core. Hello, I just got a message. Yeah. Nothing important. Okay. That'll be, like I said, that will be the spear's core. That's what's connecting everything. Why do I know so much about this case of Nagito? It's because Sylvie is here and she's like giving like knowledge telepathically. Because Nagito is her boy.
It's all coming together! The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up.
That's what I do.
It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
No.
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
Yeah.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
But why would Nagito kill himself?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Nah, let's just get a good long look at that. Okay.
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Jeez. I was starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. I completely understand him. Underestimate his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after a mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. There we go. That's the form his malice took. I've forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
Huh?
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. The bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume Nagito committed suicide. But why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is?
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't have messed up.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
There's something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence that even he couldn't. Well, yeah, the only thing that he couldn't mess with is the Monokuma file, because that's given by Monokuma himself.
I see!
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a sharp spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is laceration on his left arm and knife impaled through his right hand. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried is... What is it? What's hiding in the Monokuma file? Not worry about it. Why are there so many letters?
I got it!
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Because everything happened at once. Not only is the spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his sides. Furthermore, there's laceration on his arm and knife impaled through his hand. There's multiple ways he could have died.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case,
There is always
the
a
thing
cause
he
of death.
purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place!
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it. Did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations. And that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
No, that's not what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Aww. Splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all our hopes united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. And this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking it. Trial. Suspended.
No!
Man, my heart is racing like crazy. When I thought the voting time was gonna start, but, well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monomi? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured for how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So Monomi and I are besties for best of friends. Don't say stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides, the fact that you snapped at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is so much shameful than being betrayed by your friend, you know? We weren't friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not my older brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Well, there may be some demand for that. Ooh, I fell for it. I totally took the man bait.
I'm Monomi. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like... it's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
We haven't been cooperating, we've always been stabbing each other. A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is, no matter what. Okay, you gotta admit, the music is always nice whenever I hear this.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right?
Yeah, this one.
It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
No, that would have been.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
If it's something that can't be seen, maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold.
That's not how that works.
Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
That's not how that works.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
The cause of death is something I overlooked.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
If it can't be seen.
It's not the knife in his right hand,
Because
right?
we did find out that Monokuma's special poison is really, really effective. It must be contained in a cold environment, otherwise it will turn into a gaseous, which is the dead.
It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
That would have been added.
There's no way he burned to death.
No, because we didn't see that.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
I agree with that. That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison?
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But, even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
So we will think all the other stuff.
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears!
Oh my god.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no! No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear!
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him.
I just had like a dumb idea. Okay, Sylvie, you can say you don't have to confirm or deny this, but I had a dumb idea because as I was like watching and listening in, I just had like a flashback of like that moment when everyone was chucking the fire grenades. The reason why I had a flashback to that because fire grenades, they aren't the best thing to do, but they're instant. They're supposed to be a fire extinguisher, but as grenade form. But the thing is, what if Nagito tampered with the ghost grenades in advance? Now hold up. Because the thing is, the reason why I say that is because the fire only got worse and much worse. The grenades weren't going. The fire was not going out. But not only that, when we went to the poison, when we saw the poison, we saw it like it was. We had like a giant bottle, and the poison was like, say, down to here, like almost used. Like literally, bottle. Like let's use this bottle. And it was like all the way used. It was like almost gone. And this is Monokuma's special poison. Knowing Monokuma, he is very specific with these things. So I'm guessing he would always keep that bottle filled up. Because Monokuma is like a killer. So I'm thinking like, what if Nagito did something to the grenades, filled it with poison, and as the reason why he was able to hold that grip for so long was because as the fire began, he was still holding it. And when we chucked the fire grenades that Nagito might have tampered, what if we were the one that put the poison? And the reason why I say that is because when we read the poison label, it specifically said keep in a cold temperature. Otherwise, if it is exposed to heat, keep it away from sun. If it is exposed to sun, it will instantly turn into a gaseous state, which is the most deadly state it can possibly be. And the reason why I say that is because what if the fire acted as the sun, turning this liquid into gas, killing Nagito, which then caused him to release the spear, which then okay, and then there you go. Everything happened. That is my theory. Sylvie, what do you think? Yeah. You don't have to confirm nor deny it. Just say yeah. Just say, is it a big brain move or is it a small brain move? Like, don't confirm. Let me walk this path down with my theory.
Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
The poison enters Nagito's body. The answer is written on the warning label. This is all you, man. Oh boy! I should think carefully and try to remember it. Okay. If his tape is duct tape, he can't ingest it. And the poison is instant. So that means... Okay. Why do I have so much knowledge about Nagito and how he died? Question 1. In what state was the poison in when it affected Nagito? I believe it was a... Solid does not exist. I believe it was in a liquid... Sorry, it was in a gas state. Oh no, I'm right. Okay. No, that was my fault. No, that was my fault. Come on. These pit holes. There we go. Okay, question 2. How did a poison enter Nagito's body? If it's a gaseous state, then it can just enter through his nose. He just has to breathe it in. Damn, I fell off. Okay. And that was so cool too. That was close. That was so close. Those pathways were... Wow, okay.
It's all coming together! What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enhanced liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. Turns to gas.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
The reason why I didn't breathe it. Because what if... Okay, it's not the fire, because that'll make it worse. And it's not the Monokuma, because that's his main. The smoke didn't do anything. But Monokuma did say be careful with the smoke. What if it was the sprinklers?
I see!
The sprinklers made it, like, disperse.
The sprinklers in the warehouse.
Somewhat...
Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Somewhat, like, dampening the poison gas a little bit. Like, enough for it to not be fatal, but still enough for Monokuma having to vent out the entire area. Enough. Because Monokuma had to vent it out because of the carbon monoxide, because of the fire.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
No.
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In gaseous state, it's heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis!
Hydrolysis.
The chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers!
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death. was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death.
No. Because, like I said...
Alright, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
Ah, wait a minute. I say, who threw the fire grenades? If my theory is correct, and Nagito did fill those fire grenades with poison, and the true cause of death is poison, then that means... the killer is... Who are you pointing at, Hand? Not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just to kill every last one of us? Was that his real motive? Shelby, I can explain. Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is it really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Chiaki, don't confirm my theory!
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito brought poison at the warehouse, then the thing that can... Then the thing that would have been left behind is not the bomb. The water will immediately evaporate. The meat on the bone, that makes no sense. Container. Yeah.
I see!
No, I'm reading the question wrong. What am I doing? I'm reading the question wrong. I'm dumb.
Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere.
I don't know why they
right?
said container. You should have just said bottle.
You can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Please keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cold place, in a glass or a plastic. That's why they said container. In a glass or a plastic container, away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much?
Yes.
I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
You're right! You're totally right! That's totally it!
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anybody. Anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I just want to rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
that's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing, and we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
what is that? What is this feeling right now? Just now, even though it was a brief, I just had a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From here, I'm gonna be able to reach the answer. The way Nagato brought that poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... Don't make... Oh no. Oh no, that means Simbi's gonna get mad at me! Because if this is the answer... Maybe I'm purposely trying to fail so I die and I don't make Sylvie mad. Ah, don't make me spell it. Don't make me spell it.
I got it!
Oh no.
I see! I got it!
Audrey, shut up and keep your mouth quiet!
Huh?
The fire grenades! Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but... the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible! Miss Sonia just said so right now!
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
I can prove it with this.
Because we found this in the room.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide! Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
Happened at the same time. When we all threw the grenades.
I see!
Why is my theory
Are
coming
you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poisoned grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
What the heck? But you said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
person who cared, that was Nagito.
I see!
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
Nagito.
I see!
Because he set this elaborate trap with the oil lighter.
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason to make someone throw the poison.
I see!
So that wasn't all
Tell
of it.
me, he
Wasn't
he
all
set
of
the
it.
warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poisoned grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer!
That's not the fucking issue here!
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? I'm so jealous. I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Guess, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, because Nekumaro would come. Nekumaro and Gundam would come from their grave to give us hell about giving up.
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct.
Jumping to the closing argument.
Hajime, please.
Okay, where are we looking at it from the beginning? That means closing argument. Who could be who? Who?
I got it. Let's do this then.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, it's right there. Okay. No. This one is better. Can't be this one. We just see it in the panel. Sure. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Lost control on us a little bit. Alright. Not this one and not this one. There's no being because we can see it on the other side. Jesus Christ, Nagito! Okay. So we don't need those anymore. Not this one. Okay, nothing here.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base. Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up, he also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity
Actually, that is a nice-ass thumbnail. Hold up, let me grab this.
should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
Are you saying we just have to vote for someone?
If you're
What
like
Hajime
this,
said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said this to us earlier.
It's gonna be fine after all. There's no way Hope can lose.
hello.
It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way Hope can lose. Absolute hope can break through any despair. Can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick.
Jilby, I sent an image onto my into Discord, like the random pics and link image. Every now I'm starting to like just post like random screenshots of the game, but I don't know, that one screenshot that just popped up, it looked too good, so I had to grab it. So there you go. It's on my Discord.
He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
His talent.
I see!
He believed in his luck.
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And the more anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely going to be alright.
I guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game, and at the end with some Russian roulette.
Russian roulette?
It's a game where you load one bullet in a gun, spin it, the cylinder, and point it towards you and pull the trigger. So you really did it. Ah, so that's how you were supposed to play it. So, it would have been fine if I only used one bullet, huh? I guess it was just as Monomi said. Huh? I misunderstood and I thought I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder. So that's how I did it.
You only had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving.
But still I'm alive. After all, the only good thing about me is how lucky I am.
And he did the same thing when the first killing happened at the old building near the hotel. He depending on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted.
That's right, I just trust my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
What was his voice again?
You just relied on your luck. It's not just luck. It's truly my talent. Talent is trash, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? Huh? I left with the red mark. Huh, for someone with the ultimate lucky student.
Huh? For someone with the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was the actual opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
No.
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Huh?
He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
No, I don't even have to ask. I already know who it is. The traitor.
I see!
That's it? The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you wanted to storm that bomb, you have to use the traitor's student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity, but I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing!
Well,
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
well, the thing is that like, if that's the case, then the only person that scanned the handbook was Chiaki. She's the only one that scanned it because everyone Kazuichi was scared as fuck because he didn't want to, like, he was worried because it would just blow up everything, so he was basically stopping everyone. But Chiaki was the only one that scanned it. But it still somewhat went off in a sense. Somewhat. But Chiaki's not the traitor.
Then it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believe in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long, was it really because we didn't believe in him?
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. It sounds way too unbelievable to actually happen.
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What are you saying?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor?
Chiaki? No! I'd be okay if it was Sonia! But you're kinda acting like you know something.
Hajime, please.
God damn, my boy's about to cry. My boy's about to cry. My boy. Not my boy. My boy. We are about to cry. The only person I can guess is the person that brought all that up. But I don't want to believe it. I'm gonna have to rely on Nagito's luck. No, you were picked when I opened my eyes. No. I said I relied on Nagito's luck and it landed on you! When I opened my eyes, it was on you, so I accidentally double-clicked. Oh, no! Somebody go... No! I don't want to. I don't want to. It cannot be you. It cannot be you. I don't know who it is. Why did I say all I'm gonna have to do is just rely on Nagito's luck? No! Okay, well...
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
Aw, you totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Damn it! Why? Why? This is nonsense. I mean, why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki. Are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I am going to hug.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
I am going to hug my cat. Like, when this is done, I am going to go and hug my cat. And then just sleep like that.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? Up till now, you've been tricking us?
What? We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
'Cause we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, Why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe... I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Huh?
Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but... as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why... the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all! 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends. Anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Damn it.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Monami and Chiaki's brothers to prove it here is the only way. No. No! No!
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. Burst open and mix! I can't lose. Hajime, you stupid face! I won't let you. Burst open and mix! I'll lower your grades. Disappear! Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face! Chiaki and I aren't best friends.
This is the end! When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with a new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
I hate you, Monokuma.
Oh, so sudden?
Give me that notebook!
Then when I was able to talk to everyone first time today, Monokuma showed up and things turned out bad. Byakuya as the leader, a lot of things happened today, so everyone got tired.
What is this? Is this Monami's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
No, the truth is I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. It's just I wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. But now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
The topic we discussed in that entry.
Ah, I remember this part.
I remember it.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
That's what I remember. Day 16, we've found the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry on edge. How do I try to go? Let me read this in the correct voice. Hajime tried to go into the dead room. He's probably panicking because no one believes in him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room.
So, in correction, because usually I'm gonna read this and try and read this in Monami's voice. Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's on edge. Hajime tried to go into the dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes in him. But because we believe it's Chiaki, and this might be Chiaki's notebook, if that's what we're going with, then this reads as Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes in him. Which hurts more as I read it like that.
But the only one who knew that.
Hajime, shut up. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. If I win the life-threatening game here, I'll be able to go into the Octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. I finally figured out where the exit is. I can get out with this. I can finally get out. You can't. You can't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia!
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this. And so without any annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bomb without saying a word. Took her handbook out of her pocket. Huh? Without hesitation, swiped her card reader. Zzz. Looks like it's wrong.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake! That must be a mistake!
I want it to be a mistake!
Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not!
I will not believe it! I I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor! There is just no way!
I don't want to believe it either. But
then nobody will be saved.
all the other thing is about. That's the only one that hasn't.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me, when I tried to detonate it.
That's not it. That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I did not want to hear that! Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
Do you think I want her to be the traitor? No. This hurts a lot.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake. Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
I gotta time this up right. Because my blades aren't as strong.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Nope, almost had it. Okay.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
There we go.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
He didn't.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb used? I wonder. If I'm going to give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs are all fakes. I knew that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I know if I kept quiet, it would be foreshadowing that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm telling you now for the first time. Whew, I feel so relieved.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying!
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her?
No!
That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you that's not it! We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel!
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
God
Damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness, loneliness, sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking and believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead. You know? I don't wanna! Don't make me do this. I don't want to!
Even so.
Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the results. The traitor from Future Foundation and Nagito Komaida's killer is...
Yahoo!
Chiaki Nanami!
Damn it!
Damn it! Are you serious? That was correct?
Yeah.
The fact that The fact that Chiaki was the traitor. The fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck. Everything was true?
Damn it.
Plus, that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Damn it. Stupid. We're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Damn it! Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
I cannot believe it. Even though I do not want to believe it. There's no choice but to believe it, right?
I'm sorry.
It would be better if I could have said it sooner. But I couldn't say it no matter what.
Cause
I can't betray the Future Foundation. Can't betray?
Well?
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation. What the heck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different from sharing your secret self. You're right.
Why?
Now's not the time to be laughing.
Well?
But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I want to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions. You're still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything first, you're just not gonna answer, right? Like, if we ask why were you in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry.
That is...
Even so, even if you were the traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki will always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this. That's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the traitor was revealed, and Chiaki lost in the end. It's all according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like,
about that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is that really okay to say that he was trying to find out the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't it strange? Strange?
So.
I mean, we nearly lost, right? If Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. You raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations! You successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor. And kill everyone else besides the traitor.
Huh?
Kill everyone else besides the traitor?
Are you serious?
That was Nagito's goal?
Huh?
Huh? Why would he do something like that? Of all the form a plan that would only the traitor would survive. Is that bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay. Okay, what?
Well?
I mean, it's not Nagito's fault. If the circumstances hadn't been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Chiaki!
You really are the kindest person. You think so? Geez, I wonder where you got all the personality from.
Perhaps.
Maybe from our dad and our big brother, don't you think?
Hey!
Hey!
Come on now!
Don't you think... Don't go talking your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru.
I can't lose!
Then I can't lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else. Even if I don't... It's a fight I cannot win.
Hi-ya!
I must retaliate.
Huh?
Huh? Retaliate?
I will no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
She's self-destructed?
What'd you say?
What is going on?
Huh?
Monokuma, like, die?
No!
No, I'm not dead. I thought that freaker came out.
Here!
Whew.
Man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet. I'm not done yet.
That's...
Wait.
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
Stop it, I say! I'm sorry, I lose! Forgive me!
Hey!
Hey, not done yet. Seriously, stop it. If you don't stop right now, it's all going to be destroyed.
I won't forgive you.
Of course. I'm going to destroy you all. I will be the one to protect my students.
I won't let you.
I'll protect them with my life. Mommy, you.
Hey!
Now then, how many times are you still there? You might as well come out all at once.
Ooh, how exciting!
Not that much. Just around 10 to 60s. What did you say?
What?
1 million. 1, 10, 100 million, 10,000, 100 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Jump ahead. That's 10 over 60. That's 10 to the 60th power.
Hey!
After all, you're still joking around. You sure have quite a daring spirit.
Too bad!
Except I'm not joking. Why are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? While you're doing this, my clones continuously and endlessly created in the Monokuma manufacturing.
That's wrong!
What? Those are just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it!
You're just bluffing. Monomies, finish them off.
Hey,
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma. What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic? Who?
Could it be?
You already have obtained that much power?
Hey!
Hold on! If you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna be so confused. Unless you mean magic in technology sense, we won't understand this at all.
Hey!
Hey! What's going on? Don't tell me. They're not gonna call it as magic or something. Well, I don't care how you interpret it.
in the end, even if Monomi risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement? What's this?
And how many times Monomis are left to challenge my army of 10 to the 60s? You don't have to say anything. I know it's, let's see, you have 10 more left, right? I know everything. I'm the conqueror of the new world.
I can't lose.
I won't give up, even if I had no chance of winning.
It's okay, Monomi. Well,
It's not about giving up, you know.
let's believe in them.
Believe in everyone and leave the rest to them. But,
Right?
right?
Damn it.
What the hell is going on? I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is
Please listen!
Monokuma is the enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's the enemy besides the Future Foundation?
this is bad.
Situation because we're caught up in a dispute between those two organizations. Okay, that's it. Let's just leave the talk for later. Because Because the punishment time is gonna start. Hold on, just a little more, a little more time. To wait or not to wait, that is the question. But not which will cause despair. The real question, if you think about it, you know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Hajime. Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have. No, not that,
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
For Chiaki Nanami, the ultimate gamer.
Special bleeding service!
And for Monomi too.
Huh?
Huh? Well, even not Monomi. It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted since she's not a student. And also, I don't need any anime that will define me anymore. And also, I remember now.
Sorry.
I'm an only child.
That is...
What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'm just a burden anyway. And not just that. I decided to believe in everyone.
You guys, I'm sorry about so many things.
Felt Tara off again.
I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
Bye, everyone.
I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this, but I have to see this.
It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Then let's proceed with the high spirits. This is the very last punishment time.
No. You evil.
And you too, Monomi.
I triggered them.
Monomi.
I can't believe I actually got attached to Chiaki so much. Ah! Okay! I actually like Chiaki more than everyone. And Gundam. Gundam was... I actually got attached to Gundam. And Chiaki. But Chiaki... Ow, that actually made me feel... Even until the very and I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing, I fell to my knees. A feeling of powerlessness spread out my body. It's over. It just has to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes. I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I had said that, would she have been comfortable a little? As she was executed as a traitor? Would she have been comfortable a little? I don't know. My chest just hurts.
I don't believe it!
Good gracious, that was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, I regularly took on a role of pointman during this class trial, as did Nagito too.
What?
And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too.
Phew!
Don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where you need to rely on them.
Huh?
Wait, does that mean...
Now that I know Irami is gone as well, all of the obstacles have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone.
Hey!
Are you serious? We can really leave this island?
I shall now
Yup,
present...
congratulations. With this, I shall announce the end of this killing school trip. You 5 who survived up until now, and I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you all for your hard work.
Are you okay? Were you okay with that?
What do you mean?
There are still 2 days left. If you're acting like your usual self, you would be setting things up for so another killing happens and right away. You're right.
Stop it! What are you saying? What if Monaco would change his mind?
Also, you said 5, like you're emphasizing that part. Does that mean the number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there's still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left?
Are you planning something to make a volleyball team?
Stupid fool!
You need 6 to make volleyball team. I can't do Nekomaru's voice. It's too sad to do it. Don't stay quiet. Say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and an enemy of the Future Foundation. What's your true identity?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I shall end the new world that the Future Foundation has created. Huh?
No!
Well, we'll just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. The timer almost reaches 0. If that timer reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's main plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey,
And when the time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all your questions entered in one go. And then you guys will find out yourself just how messed up this new world is.
Hey!
Nice stream. Thank you. Huh? A new world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to its fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives will be back home. We'll be waiting for you.
Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going forever. As for what we did afterwards. Honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my con for the time being and fell asleep. After I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why. I didn't look back. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Oh no. How many people are awakening their personas? And then this is a fate should be the final one. That's my no. I just saw another one. Oh no. I just saw like 10 more just get added, and I was like, oh no, okay, well that's just gonna go off. Lovely. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Let me see how many people are added suddenly. Oh, they're just going. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people. Thank you. I greatly I am grateful for this. Thank you. I didn't look back on anything that happened up until now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen and buried deep into my sheets as if I were trying to hide. In doing so, I somehow tried to endure that long day. And then the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyway? How much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know about our school memories and the future of our nation, Hope to be Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on all that? And not just that. Also, I wanted to mute the thing because otherwise, if it kept going like 10 or 20 or 30 more times, I'm pretty sure I would have just been like too focused on that because it would have just kept going and going and going and going. So yeah, sorry about that. But the notification, that means that the alert box is working. So thank you, but still, thank you to the 7 new people that just followed. I'm grateful for that. Not just that, the Hopes of Academy. That was my last night at Jabberwock Island, at a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. In 55, sorry, no, 8 hours and 55 minutes. I feel like I had fun dreams somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right. It's the last day, according to Monokuma. Suddenly my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by fear that I had never felt before. A fear like I had abandoned in this world, completely, utterly alone. With nobody left on this island. Kazuchi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia. Like everyone was gone, I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything. Like everything in this world was nothing but lies. Give me 1 second. Okay. Like everything in this world has nothing but lies. Ah! I rushed out of the college desperate to escape the fear. I rushed out of college desperate to escape the fear. I rushed out of college desperate to escape the fear. What the? When I left the college, I randomly ran into her.
Hello there.
Wait. No, wait, don't talk about my strings like this. You're dead. You died.
Hajime, good timing.
Good timing, what do you mean?
See?
Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the Fit Factory?
Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well?
Apparently, there was more to that message inside the laptop.
Huh?
Yep.
We weren't able to see it until the day or so had passed. Apparently, it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial?
Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to lead us as his will.
Nagito's will? Where is it right now?
We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together.
Got it, the restaurant. This was blown up. This was blown up. What is going on here? This was blown up.
Yo!
Hey, you're late.
Is it true Nagito left another message?
Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She's the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster and I found it when I saw by the factory.
Listen well.
No, you're... Wait. What the heck is going on? A coincidence, you say? Wrong. This is the will of causality guiding you.
Huh? Huh? Why would Miss Sonia go walking for... Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never would allow that.
Damn right.
Damn right. So anyway, let's hurry and play it. Yeah, you're right.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Is the traitor from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would.
End the way you hoped it would.
Damn it.
Damn it. Nagito was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it. It was just as Monokuma said.
Hey!
So, he really set up the traitor as the killer. And even tried to make them survive the trial. But why would he do that? No, that's not how that works. No, I know. You were the first one to die. Enough with your useless talk. It appears there is still more.
But if everyone but the traitor is watching this video.
How unfortunate.
How unfortunate. I guess I lost. That outcome is complete opposite of hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me. Now then, let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak to both sides like I understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took the action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was sort of surprised, I mean.
Ow!
The Future Foundation's traitor must have known that all along. And so, I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself.
I am so sorry of all that.
But now that I know the truth, as I look back on Monaco's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all our hopes. and only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monaco was trying to show you that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is...
No, he did die. He did. No, there's something going on here. He did die. Warning, yes. Warning to all headphone users. There is, and this is not like me. This is not OBS. This is not OBS or anything like this. Hello. This is not OBS. This is not OBS. This is not my headphones acting up. This is not the stream acting up. This is literally in the game to be this staticky. Like, this is game programmed that this static, this horrible feedback that you're hearing in your headphones right now, that is programmed in the game. I cannot do anything about it unless besides lowering my audio. But that's about it. I am sorry in advance about this feedback, but this is game programmed, not OBS, not my headphones, not the stream. But yeah, this is just game literally, it is programmed in this chapter to act up like this. Think of it like it is breaking the fourth wall before Doki Doki could.
Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monaco's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that?
Now then.
But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monakuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go. The key to enter that place is that message you found at Nezumi Castle.
Well...
Normally, you would follow a bunch of steps to enter that place. But since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by some other than Monokuma or Monami. But that has nothing to do with me. I had to hit this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now is the time to announce it, right? So I'll announce the password.
Leon? Yo, that is a callback! Hold up, let me close my door real quick, because my roommate can really hear me on the screen. I'm sorry in advance, roommate. So, the reason why I turned my head to look at that number is because in the very first game, yeah, I'm reading the back. Yeah, hold on. Because in the very first game, in the very first chapter, when Sayaka was murdered, she wrote numbers on behind her to literally tell you who it was. She wrote at 11:037. I think that is correct, but if you turn it upside down, it spells out who the killer was, and it was Leon, the ultimate baseball player. I'm sorry, that is a callback. That is a callback to the first game, the first killing. That is a callback to the case of Sayaka and Leon. Oh my, that is an Easter egg. If you hadn't played the first game and you just played this, then you would not understand that callback. But it is definitely, that is that reason. The reason why it is all...
That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle.
Nostalgia attack. Yeah, that is a definite nostalgia attack.
You have to use that to enter the specific place.
Like, let me actually write it in my calculator. Yeah. if you actually write it in your calculator and flip it upside down, I'm not sure if it's good quality. I'm actually trying to hold it up as best I can. Calculator message. Yeah, it's calculator message. But this is basically the basically LEO11. And the reason why it was able to say, the reason why there was an N was because there was blood splattered between the two ones, which made it look like an N that connected the two. That's why it was Leon. You have to use that to enter a specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty's finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. If that really happens, praise me. Tell the others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
Please call me the ultimate hope.
This was Nagito's final message. 11037. Number that Nagito said that was the password. No, you're definitely dead. You're definitely dead. I saw you die. There's no mistaking it. That's the password to enter the ancient ruin.
Hey.
Hey, you better hurry. I think let's go before the countdown reaches 0. You're right, let's go. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Dead. 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 Oh, that hurts a lot. I'm gonna hug my cat after this. Dead. 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 They're all and this is video. Now it's time to relax. I need to hurry and find the ancient room. Okay, I'm just gonna let me just save my game real quick. Okay, what is outside? What is going on? Yeah, I was just talking. That is not a flashback. No, they were talking as if it is now. They are, what is going on? And what is... I'm already here. But I didn't walk. And there's no thingy. There's no thingy. Where's the thingy? Somehow it was quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it really safe to go back inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
You're dead! So, unbelievable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? No, you're a robot. There's also a countdown! No, hold up. I gotta get back to that voice. There's also a countdown! There's no need to stand around!
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right. It's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nervous from the thrills, the chills and kills.
Thanks for the food.
You of all people. If you're gonna let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware I'm keep with me?
Dumbass!
Dumbass! Now's not the time to fuck around!
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
No! No, wait! No! You're gonna- oh god, no! It is going to be alright. You don't have to worry. I'll protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together. Okay,
Shut
I
up.
thought for a second you did not have your eye patch. The hell? Don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
What's going on? Believe me, that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order.
What?
What was that? No, you're definitely dead. I know for a fact you're dead because Palosaur will not get over it. I told her that you only understand pig talkie. I said you're super cool in pig talkie. Piggy
In
talk.
the name of my family.
I am going to kill you.
Hajime.
Hajime, the password, please. Yeah, I know. $11,037.
It's gonna be fine.
There's no need to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the doors to the future. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward.
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way...
Huh?
Huh?
Where did everyone go?
Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. Oh, he does. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is this world. Oh no. You gotta stand there and take it! Take it! Stage clear. That's a game response. Five students remain. Danganronpa. Didn't do it. It didn't do that. That's usually when it happens. Why her bag? And it has a cute little cat and or dog inside. Like, if I could edit this, my eyes would be just like just looking everywhere, because that's just freaky. It would be wrong to say it was swinging from side to side. It was actually
shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, I was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just as thought, it was a series of small shakes. It would shake violently, and every time that happened, I had to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up on the wall, but for me, it was comforting. I could never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited, but I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who was loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities wouldn't be that difficult. How boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You looked like you were having fun, so I just assumed. You like ships, right? Ships? Oh, that's right. That's it. So this is a ship. You just realized that now. Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The scientist was. Okay, this is getting horrible. The sound is starting to bore me. I couldn't hear myself think with that. Is it gone? Like, is it actually gone? Can no one hear that thing? Or did the game just break? You good? Okay. But instantly, I saw his true character. The overwhelming attitude, the friendly smile. Under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor that's some kind of putrid slime. But in a sensible way, of course. How could I put this? It would smell exclusive to those who already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komaeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me. So to share a room with a person like that. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky. So that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. For someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly. That's because I have luck as well. Well, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a boring talent as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Pope Speak Academy too, right? So you're one of us. But that's weird. This is the first time I'm ever seeing you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Sorry. I'm told I'm terrible when making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They're profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has become to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Wait, perhaps, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contradictions to the world, not even speak of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain. I have to flip back and forth between these two voices because I don't know. It's weird. A certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had a high expectation for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do now that you've ended up like this? There's nothing you can do, right? Listen, well, using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person, just as they used me in the past. Yeah, dude, it was better when the names were color-coded. That person. Are you talking about the ultimate despair?
But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely like, I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much. Hey. Maybe. Then explain your hand. This? The end of that bandage. Is it a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means I'm becoming one. It's becoming one with him. Isn't it amazing? I successfully become one with the ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see. So you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know. Because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that wait, do I hate her? Oh, that's strange. Look out the window, we're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on the island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I'll be able to predict in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Chapter 0. End. That was chapter 0? Huh? What is this? Keep in mind, it has not rung the thing that says, now we're in chapter 6. It has not done it yet. We're still in chapter 5. It's a door. There's a door. A door. Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient room with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connected. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I end up here. It's just like before, when we were all gathered in that classroom just before we were at the Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Did you sing? Did you think I would just sing? Yes, he definitely said, "Welcome to Hope Speak Academy." But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? No, not just that. What is a graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we're back here. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. This is creepy place. The Hope Speak Academy that I've admired for so long. It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us. Just like the funhouse. That's right. That's definitely it. Monokuma made said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go. I'll definitely clear that things up. It's just like I remembered. This is where, okay, in the first game, this is where Makoto and his gang, this is where they all live. With Kirigiri, Byakuya, Toko, Ari, no. Anyway, the Donut Girl and the Crystal Ball. They were all in there. This is weird. This is where, since the killing school, this was a killing school, like, we didn't have to go to a rock. We had to make our way to these doors, whatever. We had to make our way here. And this is where the class trial always began. AV room. This is the store. So instead of using a coconut tree, we just went in here. But it was actually kind of fun. And this was how we got upstairs. There's anything that's here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting for me, but I'm not going to cower anymore. And so I brace myself and cautiously open the door. Here we are. Okay. This is the end now. Okay. Since I'm no longer on the island, I can say this. Anyway, we're in chapter 6 now. That means next stream will be the last stream, maybe, depending on how long chapter 6 will take. I'll probably do it all in one because it's one chapter. But that was weird. All of this was weird. I don't know what to say. Why are we back in Hope Speak Academy? What was this? What is going on exactly? But all I can say is that we just have to watch the next stream, because even I'm confused. Maybe the next stream will be the final one. I don't know how big chapter 6 is, but I guess I'm guessing that next stream will be the last one for Danganronpa 2. I'll probably do Danganronpa 3, but I want to take a little break from the Danganronpa series and play other games, if that's gonna be the last stream. But I don't know. We'll see. I do have the games anyway. I just gotta download them. But for now, this is weird. This chapter was weird. It made me have feelings. Poor Chiaki. I miss her. Anyway. With that being said, I'm gonna leave you off with this. All good things must come to an end. With that being said, that means that this stream must come to an end as well. I'm glad that you enjoyed your stay. I'm glad that you had your fun. I'm glad that we were able to do chapter 5 together. This was actually much longer than I expected. And a lot of twists and turns. But with that being said, if you like these streams and you want to see more, do stop by at my stream again and join the Discord. You'll get notified whenever new episodes and a new stream has begun. I do backlog all my streams onto my YouTube channel, so if you want to relive all my streams or watch streams that you probably have missed, they're all on the YouTube channel. The link should be in the Discord, or you can stop by my Discord channel and you'll also see links to numerous videos there as well. But yeah. Thank you. Don't forget to give my channel a subscribe if you do stop by the YouTube channel, and don't forget to give my Twitch channel a follow, and stop by with a view as well. We could always use the support, and we're almost close to affiliation as well. But with that being said, and also you'll also catch random moments whenever I post stuff during my stream. I just get an image like, here you go. But anyway, with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next one. All right. Cheers.